okay. Hey guys, it's Katie. Thanks for checking out this video. So I am here with a few new / current favorites. I'm going to start out with kind of your beauty items. I have a few random items at the end, and I have just a couple fails actually. So let's just jump into the video. First thing I want to talk about is a moisturizer, and it's really a body butter. It's the Josie Maran Whipped Argan Oil body butter. And so the reason I've had this for a while, I got it in a gift probably 2 or 3 years ago, and I have so many other body lotions that I never reached for it. However, during this quarantine and during these past winter months, my skin on my face has been the driest it has ever been in my life. And ironically, in the middle of quarantine, I ran out of any and all face moisturizers I have. And if there's one product I cannot go without before I go to bed or when I get up in the morning for my skincare, it's just a moisturizer. So I went through the stuff I had and I saw this. And I thought, okay, it's just a body lotion. It has no fragrance in it, and it has argan oil in it, which can be really great in moisturizing for your face. So as you can see, hopefully, the oil kind of sits on top. There is a lot of oil in there. You can see it almost pour out. So what I do before I use it is I just shake it up, and that kind of mixes the oil all around. But why this has become a favorite is because I started using it on my face when I ran out of my face moisturizer, and holy crap, my face did a 180. It took a few weeks. But oh my gosh, I used to be, with any moisturizer, I would put it on, and an hour or so later, my face felt so dry again. I was putting on face moisturizer multiple times a day. This leaves your skin feeling silky smooth all day long. I have not used this under makeup. I don't know how that oil will sit under foundation, but because that oil is immersed throughout this body butter, it slowly soaks into your skin. And I know for face moisturizers, a pro is usually that it sinks so quickly into the skin. But then my thought is, but then my face feels dry again right away. The body butter part of it sinks in quickly, but then that oil, that argan oil that's in it, slowly absorbs into the skin, and so it leaves your face feeling moisturized all day long. I would not have discovered this to use on my face if we weren't in quarantine. That was my first discovery, and one thing I started using is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Ghost Palette. I used this in a video that's posted, my trying new spring makeup or springtime fun, I don't know. But this is their recent holiday release, so their 2019 release. And I got this at Christmas. I just never used it yet until recently. And I love it. I love it. It's like, it was $80, so it's really expensive. But I do think these ambient powders from Hourglass are really great. A full size of just one powder from Hourglass is like maybe $48 to $50. So I highly suggest that if you want to try the Hourglass powders, some of them do come in minis, but the best way to go is through a palette like this. We've got 2 finishing powders that I just kind of mix together and use to set my face as a highlight. I mix these 2 blushes together, and then I use this as the bronzer. I use every shade in it, and I loved how it looked on my dry skin theme. My under eyes have been drier than they've ever been in my life, and so much so to the point that, I mean, I couldn't put anything under them to help conceal, cover, anything. And this past winter, actually all of 2019 and into 2020, I was going through chemotherapy treatments, pretty aggressive ones, and One of my side effects is my eyes get really hollow, gaunt, yellow, blue, purple, everything from the chemo. Chemo dries your skin as well, so they were dry and I couldn't cover them even if I wanted to. And I have found my like perfect trifecta, I think, of products. And the first one are these Patchology Flash Patch Night Restoring Eye Gels. These, I have tried so many brands of under eye gels, under eye patches, from drugstore to expensive. These are around $50, but I did get them, I think, during like a Black Friday or Cyber Monday sale at Ulta. They are just soaked in this super, super creamy moisturizing serum. They are that nice, soothing, cooling, smooth under eye texture, the gel. I have found I like things that say eye gels versus eye patches. So these, they're night gels, but wear them whenever you want. Since I haven't been wearing makeup, I'll just put them on randomly during the day whenever I feel like my eyes need a little moisture. They're not something that you're going to, I think, see a difference in just after using them once. I think this is a product where the more you use them and the more consistent you are, not that you have to use them every day, but just the more consistent you are with the use, it really does make a difference in your under eyes. I am no longer testing out any other brands eye gels. I have found some that I love, that I think do awesome stuff, and I will keep repurchasing. The second part of the trifecta of my under eye journey is this Kopari Starry Eye Balm. As you can see, I have made a huge dent in it, and what it is just like a balm. And again, whenever I feel like I have dry under eyes, or before I go to do my makeup, I'll include this like in my morning skincare if I know I'm going to be doing makeup later on in the day. And it's just a balm, you rub it, and I just kind of rub it lightly under my eyes and on the outer corners. And this, combined with the next product, is what has allowed me to cover my horrible under eyes from chemo. This is one of those products, the Starry Eye Balm, that I discovered it and I'm like, again, I don't need to search any longer. I don't need to test out any other kind of eye balm. This is something I always want in my collection. The third part of the trifecta is what actually does the concealing. However, it is hydrating enough that it does not accent any texture or dryness under my eyes, and that is the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I have the shade Light Medium. It works for two reasons. One, it's kind of that peachy pink color that is best for concealing blues and purples and yellows under your eyes. And number two, the most important part to me, because I have other concealers that conceal, but this has so much moisture content in it without slipping around under your eye. Has been the only thing that I can use to hide anything under my eyes without just making them look worse and cling to any dryness. So these three things have been my eye dream during this period of unparalleled dryness under my eyes. Do not try usually high-end mascaras because I have my favorites from the drugstore that I use over and over and over and over. However, part of the Sephora birthday gift this year was a little set from Milk Makeup, and my birthday's in January, so I got it early, and I got a sample or deluxe size of their Milk Kush Mascara. Oh my gosh, this is good. This is good. And I hate to always bring up like chemo and stuff, but last year I lost almost all my eyelashes from chemo, which will bring me to another favorite. So I became more particular about the mascaras I did wear because I really needed them to accent every little tiny lash that was holding on. but also not get clumpy, because I couldn't afford to have even 2 lashes look like one because I was running low. And this mascara is so good. It is so good. I love the wand. Right away, the formula was not too goopy. It wasn't one of those mascaras where you have to let it dry and it works better after you've opened it a little bit. It works so well at spreading your lashes. I don't have it on today. I actually have a fail on today. It works so well at spreading your lashes and making them look just fluttery and natural. This is something I would definitely consider during a sale or something like that. And I'm going to stay away from high-end mascaras, but this impressed me. The next thing about my lashes, like I said, I lost most of them, or when they started growing back, they were short and stubby, and they were growing in some places and not in other places. And this serum, and I have been so skeptical about things like eyelash serums, but this serum my aunt got me the first time I went through chemo and lost my lashes and finished chemo and wanted to start growing them back. And it is just the Babe Lash lash serum. I repurchased it on Amazon. It's around $60, so it is an investment. Most lash serums are, but it works so fast and so well. Guys, I only stopped chemo in February, and today is May 2nd. I've had 2 months of growing my lashes, and this is what they look like. And that is 1000% contributed to this Babe Lash serum. So again, it's just a serum on a little, looks like a liquid liner applicator, and you just brush along your lash line. I've also been doing my lower lash line, and sometimes, if I think of it, my brows, because those are also growing back. The great thing about this is not only does it super quickly work, but it gives your lashes the most beautiful natural curl to them. I mean, it's so good. It's so good. And like I said, I have been such a skeptic about eyelash serums, but when I lost them all, I was like, well, I've got literally nothing to lose. Another great thing I want to mention is I don't use it every day. I used it every day in the beginning, but now I just kind of use it maybe once a week. And your eyelashes don't retreat at all. I mean, they stay grown and curled, and I think that's all of my like beauty-ish products. I have a few just like random things. One of them, let's just get out of the way here, is a foam roller. I have been trying to do that thing in the morning where you wake up and you stretch your body and get it all ready for the day. And this is how I'm doing it. I just literally lay this on the floor, lay my back on it, and I roll from like below my butt and slowly roll up all the way to my neck. And it just feels good. It's so light. These are so inexpensive. It's a chiropractor, but obviously I have not been doing that lately, so I've taken things into my own hands, and this is a big component as to how I'm doing that. So important to get your back aligned and decompress those nerves in your spine and everything. So yeah, foam roller. Now this, I'm kind of late to the trend in the sense that I haven't mentioned these before. I've had them a long time, I just haven't worn them because I haven't had hair. But they are these super popular turban headbands. Again, like I said, I've had these for a while, but I haven't worn them because I've been bald. So I've only worn like baseball hats in the last like 18 months. So comfy. They are so comfy on my head. And so I've gotten all of mine from Amazon. I have a pack that they're kind of silky, and I really love the shine that the silky ones have. I have a pack that was just all different patterns. These have little flowers, little stripes. I think these are fun summer prints. I have a pack that's kind of like this ribbed material, kind of for more like casual looking like wear with sweats type of thing. And then I, of course, had to get a printed one. This is like a velvety texture, but favorite. So I think are my nails. So the Kiss like Impress press on stick on nails. However, my trick to those is I still use a nail glue, and then I put the stick on nail on top, and that keeps it on much longer than just the stick nail itself. But I'm looking through the new kind of designs by Kiss, and I really loved this past year's holiday collection, but I didn't like any of their spring ones. And of course, you know how Instagram does that thing where if you look something up, then all of a sudden all your ads are tailored to that spying on you crap. Well, this brand came up called Dashing Diva, and basically it's the same thing. It's these stick-on, press-on nails, but they had such cute spring patterns, and they're the same price as the Kiss ones. So I went online and ordered 3 spring sets. So there's this like lavender one with flower accents. There is this like pinky one with flower accents and teal accents. And then the one I'm wearing today are these kind of jeweled tealish blue. So there's some jewel ones, there's these like ombre ones, and then on this hand I have some like speckled glittery ones. And I actually like the way these nails actually feel better, actually better than the Kiss ones. The Kiss ones feel very plastic, which is fine because they are plastic nails, but these have a bit of a bend, and like you can kind of mold them to your nail shape a little bit. And so I'm impressed. That's another recent favorite. I have 3 things that haven't worked out for me lately. One of them is the mascara I'm actually wearing, and this was another, I think it was part of a point perk at Sephora over the holiday time. I got a set from Bare Minerals, and this is their Lashtopia mascara. It's fine. I mean, it's what I have on that I showed you before, so it's fine. It just does not do as good a job at spreading your lashes. The formula is a little bit gloopier, so I could just need to let it dry out even more, even though I've had it opened a while. But again, it's not going to be a mascara I think I need to ever purchase a full size of. So I recently got a, okay, let's rewind. This is the Too Faced Born This Way, ever so popular multi-use sculpting concealer. I have a full size in the shade Honey, which I use for like a cream bronzer contour, and I really like it that way. However, I recently, Too Faced, it can be really hard for me to find a good color match in their products because I feel like so many of their products lean yellow, and my skin tone is either neutral or pink. But I recently tried out some samples of the concealer in actual concealer shades for me. So I tried out the shade Swan in a little dollop here. So this is what it looks like in the real container, which is why I have this. But I tried out the shade Swan under my eyes. And so the color was actually fine. Swan works fine for under eyes. However, the reason I never purchased this as a concealer shade is of my fear that was confirmed true with this sample. I hope I'm making sense. It is way too drying under my eyes. I just went through how dry my under eyes are and what products work for them. So I'm happy I have something that works and that I never actually bought the full size of this for a concealer. But I mean, I have it on today, and I think the only reason it looks half okay right now is because I'm sweating. But it just, and I used my finger. I used like literally a dot on each side, and it looked horrible. I wanted to get it off. And so I know a lot of people love it, but I just need super moisturizing concealers, and It ain't the Too Faced Born This Way. Those are all my favorites right now. Not a ton, because what's anybody doing right now? Enjoy this, and you come back for more. Thanks for watching, guys.